My name is Dominic Tierno. Since I graduated high school in 2014, I've had the great honor of directing a number of documentary films about drugs and drug addiction. In the beginning of summer in 2020, I came across this article. A 14-year-old kid from a town I grew up in had died from what appeared to be a drug overdose. He's a smart, funny guy who, like many kids, was struggling with some anxiety issues and decided that he would turn to drugs to see if he could help himself with that. What happened was he had went and bought this pill, this Oxycontin pill, from a guy he had known because he thought that pill might ease the pain of what he was going through mentally. Well, he didn't know it, but that Oxycontin pill wasn't a real Oxycontin pill. It was a fake pill. It looked just like the pill that he wanted to try, but instead of Oxycontin, it was made with fentanyl, a synthetic opioid known to be 50 to 100 times the strength of morphine. That one pill he took that night killed him almost instantly, and his mom found him dead in his bedroom the next morning. So then I go back to Google and I type in fentanyl deaths. I hit search, and then it all made sense. I saw another kid, and I saw high school students, college students, young adults, all recent, all over the country, all dead from fentanyl. And so I'm looking at that and I'm saying, these aren't just normal overdose deaths. These people think they're taking one drug and turns out they're being killed. Why have we not heard about this?
I gotta be at work at around 4, so at 3 o'clock, I'm trying to wake him up. I said, hey Garrett, wake up, I'm gonna take you to work on my way to work. And I walked out. The kids, we have a total of 8 kids. Yeah, so we have a big family. And so they go in there trying to wake him up and everything, and they come back out and they come get me and they say, hey, Garrett's messing with us, he won't wake up. And I go, hey man, quit messing with your siblings and get up. So I could take you to work, quit playing around. And as soon as I put my hand on him, I knew. I just knew. I felt it.
It's a drug 50 times more potent than heroin. We're talking about the synthetic opioid fentanyl.
So most people haven't heard of this because we haven't been talking about it. As a mom of a kid that died just wanting to experiment, I wish I could just shake you and tell you and make it real for you. But I don't know how to do that. I won't be there when you're faced with these decisions. I know that if he knew the effects of his passing, it would crush him. Alex had no intentions of me seeing him lying on a stainless steel table covered with a sheet with only his head showing.
This would be how much cocaine somebody would have to ingest to kill them. This is the approximate number of prescription pills one would have to ingest to kill them. This is the amount of heroin the average person would have to ingest to kill them. This much fentanyl would kill you and I if we split it. They put fentanyl in cocaine. They put fentanyl in heroin. They put fentanyl, as we already know and talked about, into counterfeit pills. It's odorless, it's tasteless, you don't know it's there. And when you find out it's there, it's too late. You won't even know it. You'll be dead.
Dealers are using social media to show off what they've got, infiltrating feeds of ever younger teens curious about this flashy lifestyle. With more addicts and overdoses by the day, they've got drivers on demand delivering any drug to your door 24/7.
When Andron was 15, he did have a fentanyl poisoning where he was had to be resuscitated. He was in a coma for a couple days, and he had to learn to walk and talk and everything again because him and his friends decided to try a Percocet.
He took a Percocet that he didn't know had fentanyl in it. And February 11th, I got a call that he wasn't breathing. And all I remember is from that screaming, if they let me hug him, he'll come back to life.
Of course, I'm deployed. I worked every day but Sunday. So I worked in a bunker, actually. So no cell phone, no Wi-Fi coverage. So I noticed when I went to the chow hall, you know, my phone started going off like crazy. I'm getting all these messages, and I'm not understanding what's going on. I'm like, you know, they were all just, hey, you need to call quick. You need to get in. From my wife was saying, hey, you've got to get home. But none of them were very clear on what was going on. And I think the first one that came through that was kind of explaining to me what was going on was the one from my 11-year-old son, Noah. And it simply just said, Dad, Rain's dead.
About 8 o'clock in the morning, when I walked into his room, he was in a lying position facing up against a headboard with his hands over his chest. And I saw his eyes. He had a little blue on top of his lips. I screamed at the very top of my lungs. Daniel! Daniel! I called the paramedics. They carried him down the stairs and put him on the first floor and started doing chest compressions. And then they took him to Los Angeles Children's Hospital, where we were put in a waiting room. And later on that evening, a team of doctors came in. And they said, if your boy is just a shell of a boy that he was before, he's not coming back. He was supposed to graduate from high school this year. If you love yourself, if you respect yourself, if you love life, you have a choice. Because it is between life or death. This is no joke. You can and will die.
If you know something, definitely say something, because I knew that he had taken Percocets like 2 weeks before he passed, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to like be mad at me, and I didn't want him to hate me or like just anything. So I just kept it to myself. I didn't want to say anything, but all it takes is one pill, and I should have said something.
Don't trust anyone. It's first thing. Don't let your guard down. And just one pill can kill, obviously.
I wish somebody had sat me down and had this talk with me about what fentanyl does to people. I didn't get that chance. You do.
People just so commonly think that it will not happen to them. I'm talking about great people, nice people, cool people, intelligent people with big plans for the future, big potential. Gone because of one choice. One choice is all it takes. If you don't believe that, I guarantee you, at this point, there was someone very similar to you who wished they could be here right now to look into the camera and look into your eyes and say, don't do it. Please don't do it. Please, I wish I wouldn't have done it. Don't do it. Don't risk your life. So my question for you is, are you going to listen? Or will it be your family and your friends holding your picture, wishing they could have been there to tell you?